course of homework assignments. Hopefully you did it well. Data structures in Python. Again, data structure. Why we need a data structure, first of all? Here we have data structures. I should say data structures in Python. Data structures in Python. One of our students project team. Oh, by the way, October 23rd, you need to mark that on your calendar and plan to come, which is Friday evening. We'll have guest speakers to celebrate National Cybersecurity Awareness Month. October is the month of National Cybersecurity Awareness, designed by White House. So what we want to invite is, first of all, I want all online students to come also. If you have a class, that's fine. That class will come to that event. October 23rd, the official event will start at 6:30 in the evening till 9 o'clock. Our cybersecurity graduates, so far, 3 of our students joined the NSA, National Security Agencies. So I'm going to invite them. They will all come. And one lady joined Lockheed Martin. So she will come with the recruiter from Lockheed Martin. And we'll set up interview sessions. So if you want to meet recruiter, then if you are interested in Lockheed Martin, then you need to prepare some. You may bring resumes, and if you have something to show, that would be great. But at least you have to show some skill sets. The most popular skill sets that can be purchased by employer is coding, your own coding. So they will buy you, which means they will hire you. So our alumni will come and they will tell us about inside history of the National Security Agencies and the career path that you may be able to prepare if you want to join any federal cybersecurity teams or local here. It's not much different, right? If you go to NSA, then you may go somewhere. So you may learn some career path, and we'll talk about some cybersecurity issues that day. So they will do some kind of discussion. Now we are planning phase. They need to, because they recently joined, so we do not know if they are allowed to take off for Friday, so that they can come. Anyway, they're all hometown here, so they want to come back periodically, right? That is the reason. The Friday night is perfect time for all of us. All those guys hired by NSA or Lockheed Martin demonstrates their coding skills. In the future, knowing or playing with commercial off-the-shelf software packages is not really that much employers needs to hire someone who knows that. Knowing that is not really a big problem, right? You can do it quickly. Plus, if you have coding skills, then you can tune and modify, or you can develop some values and add on to it. For example, Python can handle Wireshark. So Wireshark runs while Python watches over. Okay? So all good things are available. The data structures. Now, current from the spring semester, we have a cyber skill competition here in Brazil. Finally, two teams compete, and we chose top player, top place, champion. They improved more. They will give them on that night. Wednesday, while they were developing, they faced some problems. What they did is they went to tracking wireless communication, using Wi-Fi, signals, first target they want to track is but they have some problems. Of course, some as well will never be organized, depending on how you take password phrase. If you combine, for example, in my case, I combine two Korean words. When I type it in the keyboard, the Korean word typed in the keyboard is just arbitrary. No one can pick up. No one. Picking two words, Korean words, still means very hard. But if you have a dictionary and you combine all the dictionaries and eventually they find, then we find out, right? But type it in American keyboard, almost impossible. That's how I use it. Don't try to crack in my past. This is a lifetime, or generations, right? So by that time I already changed my password. But anyway, so what they do is they're trying to use dictionaries. Real dictionaries, and combine dictionaries, and meanwhile some numbers. Usually, there's some well-known modification of characters, right? For example, there's the character E, then number 3, right? And I, then number 1. So we will change that. If you pick some word, for example, cyber security, then see why there's a security SI and S and number 1. So something like that. Security RITY. So some of those is converted to numerical numbers and combine them. Pick the words and combine them. When you combine, sometimes they put the number 4, so this 4, or 2, from this 2, another. Things like that. And in the character you change, you multiply some of the characters to the number. What am I saying to you right now? This is the algorithm, right? If we know that, we could do that in the program. But what's the problem now? Algorithmic approach is no problem at all. Only the problem here is performance. Right? Takes well, it's too what is your data structure? They didn't use any data structures. They didn't develop the data structures, but using the data structures provided by Python itself. Python has three data structures, right? List, tuple, dictionary. List, tuple, dictionary. We also have course data structures course. Anybody? Data structures. And objects, algorithm, objects, structures, and algorithm. 311. That's the first number. What was your grade in computer science? Yes. I used to. Did you grade it? You graded it, right? No, not. I didn't do it here. I think I took it back home. Algorithm and data structures? Yeah. Oh, somewhere else? Yeah. I see. I've taught several data structures. Since I joined the Mercy, I taught data structures till last year, but this year I focus more on cybersecurity than computer science. So it is being taught by someone else. I think I have to. It's not easy stuff to teach. You know everything about the programming, first of all, and data structures, algorithmic data structures. If you search the dictionary, if you don't do anything but use the dictionary here, then what happens? Research sequential. Say you have 100,000 words. Search sequential. At worst case, how many words do you have to read? At worst case, you have to read all the words. So intricate and individual. Right? No computer science system to develop the data structure. Those who wanted to learn how to use it for data structures. Usually what they do is they try to make a tree structures, right? Tree. You know tree, right? Tree. Trees is on another data structures. Or hash, right? This is another data structures. So we have hash map, hash table, and Java has stuff. Although C has also trees. This has been in the computer science community from the beginning. Century, but not that long, right? 3 decades, 4 decades. Trees. What's tree? Tree has roots, right? Yeah. And then it has trees like this. Real tree. So branches, branch trunk, some branches, like this. Right? So not necessarily 2 branches, sometimes multiple branches, like this. Branches, depending upon the tree. Right? So tree has a root. This is a root. Data structures in trees is a tree that you can see, but it's upside down. Root on top. And then not only one trunk. Some trees have 2 trunks and multiple trunks, twisted, generous, very nice, very expensive trees. Right? So there's one root and then multiple branch and then there is a node again, and then branch, and node again here, right? Something like this. So all three branches, you can split this all the way. At the bottom, there's some word that you can see from the dictionaries, right? It's a general idea why you need to develop a specific data structures. Can be modified, can be if you search sequentially, then you have to read all this code. But if you have a tree structures, come here and check where you need to go. If you need to go this branch, come here and check where you need to go. And you take one branch, another. Come here. How many times do you need to read? You need to read the root, you need to read some internal nodes, and then finally the node that you want to find, right? How many of these nodes? A lot smaller than this, right? If you have more branches, a lot more branches, then the depth will be reduced quickly. What is the size of this branch? You need to calculate it mathematically. What is the size of the block which will process? Sometimes 4K, right? Or 2K, or 1K byte. Let's say 1K byte. 1K byte. 1K byte can hold how many dictionary words? You know the dictionary words. If it is very long, then maybe 25 bytes. So 25 bytes. We can divide 1,000 divide 5, and maybe 400. Right? So 400 pages. You don't need to read 100,000 words in the dictionary. You may need to read maybe 5 words. Right? Not only that, the performance time always the same. Sequential search, performance time, very, very right. If you are so lucky, then there's very on top. If you want to search R1, then A very on top. If you want to search G10, Z, all the way down, right? So data structures is really key. So this class again is not going to teach data structures at all, but review a little bit already provided by Python. Okay. Okay. So what are the data structures that we have here in Python is this. In bracket, see a bracket? This is called list. And in parentheses, it is called a tuple. I want you to think these two data structures and see the difference. In what case you make it list, in what case you make it a tuple. Take a look at it. What is the difference between those two structures? Why at one case you have square bracket so that we call it list, another within the parenthesis so that we call it a tuple, T-U-P-L-E. No, forget about search. So do not tie it with search, just data itself. I think you're almost there, but okay. Similar. You said what? Which one? Top one? Tuple is descriptive. Very good. Very good. So the thing is this: list is it's a list. Each has its own distinctive element. List of students. Then we have student one, student two, and student three, and four, and five. If it's a tuple, then it's more descriptive. For example, about Anthony, then name Anthony, age, and whatever he says. What is his major, and what is his address, what is the phone number, what is his, I mean, what, things like that, right? That is descriptive. If anything that you want to describe of an object, then use tuple. If we want to collect some elements, then put it in a list. Quite different, right? Those who know some programming languages, then now you know. This is this can be in an array, for example, right? What is an array? And one. An array. No problem. Well, array in your country is the same as array here. Oh, here. List of objects. What's this? List of objects in the same type. Should be the same type. Right. It's an array of integers, all integers. Array of phone number that's all the same type. Okay? So that student is the student sits in row, but one is not in row. A tuple is not, right? So very good. What about here? Third one. If you understand all three, then you're all set as far as the data structures given by Python. Of course, it's not really, it doesn't work for all situations. It doesn't guarantee any efficiencies. Then you have to develop your own, right? Still in Python. What is the third one? You need to, this should be different from the other two that we just.
Would this be an array? Would this be an array for
My answer to you, yes. I'm the third one, right?
Yeah, this
What about array? We don't have to say array for that. Dictionary here is very similar to the list, but each element in the list is atomic, right? Element in the dictionary is some pairs of key and value. Millimeter is total. For example, we're talking about, for example, age. Key is the name. If we know name, then I can give to you age. What is the age of David? 31. what is what, right? So key and value pairs. Key and value pairs. See here, this is the key. This is the value. Key and value pair. A list of key and value pairs is called the dictionary. Think about the dictionary. What is the dictionary? What is the key for that you can use for from the dictionary? The word, right? Word. If you give a word to dictionary, then dictionary returns to you the explanation. That's a value. If you see the dictionary very carefully, then all in this pattern, right? There's a key and value. Key and value. I don't think you are using dictionary by values. The younger generations never use a dictionary. Raise your hand if you never use dictionaries when you search some words. Everybody's once used a dictionary. Open up the dictionary and, of course, Edmund. Yeah, foreign country. I mean, other countries. Students in other countries use dictionaries quite a lot. But only the problem here in the United States. My son, he never opened up the dictionary. He does not know how to use a dictionary. Why? Internet. They can find it from internet quickly. But this is a dictionary. The way designed in the internet so that our kids love to search is because our internet is designed in this way. Give me keywords, then I can return to you whatever related value. If any data that you need to handle in Python like this, then you have to use the dictionary. Now you know all the differences of these threes, right? Three cases. This is list and tuple. This is a dictionary.
So dictionary is part of the list and how to get it.
Yeah, you can say that. That's good observation. Somehow. Okay, so with that in mind, I think that's it. How can you then, I think I need to describe more. I think why I didn't do, I think I need to do more. Let's try. I want you to open, let me see if it is, yeah, properly recorded. I want you to open up the command line. So CMD, we need to practice a little bit of those. What you need to do is Python, right? So C:, Python 3.4 / Python. Some students still ask about the version of Python when they are working on MacBook. MacBook users, MacBook has Python 2.7 and Python 3.4 already. If you want to run Python 3.4, you simply type Python 3. Then it activates Python 3.4. If you have Windows users, then you can follow the way that I do here. Creation of a list is very simple. A is, say, student. Student is empty list. Student is a list. Student is a list. but empty. Student can I'm not sure. I need to make sure, but let's say, oh, it works. So what is a student? Student has Adam. Student dot append Brown. Then what is a student? Student is Adam and Brown. Right? Is it good enough? The size, font size? I cannot see it because I didn't wear my glasses. Try not to these days. I can see here. If I wear my glasses, I cannot see. I can clearly see the monitor. I mean the screen, but I cannot see my monitor side. Okay. So append. Append is what is the structure here? In Python, student is a list. If it is a list, then there may be some methods. We call sometimes a method or sometimes a function. Functions can be invoked. How can I combine the object and function? We can combine object and function by using dot notation. Okay. So to know more, then you can do help and then list. Then you can see the class list and then functions available from the list. These are the functions that you can use. First of all, append. If you use append, then let's say L is the list, L, in our case, student, followed by dot append. Within parentheses, you can put the object that you want to append to the list L. That's what it is. You can clear out all the elements. You can copy the list. You can count the list. You can extend. Then in this case, you have to read what do you mean by extend. Extend the list by appending elements from the iterable. Iterable is something that you have to learn more, but we'll skip it here. Index, insert. Index returns the first index of the value. So index takes value, then it will return the index. Insert, you can insert some objects before that index. So we'll practice that. And pop and index, so that pop means remove it from there, like the delete. We have a remove, reverse, sort, possible. If you want to sort, then sort, and key. If key is none, then maybe there is key equals none. Reverse equals false. If you want to do a reverse, then reverse equals true. Reverse order, like ascending order, descending order. Okay, so we can quit this, and then what is a student now? Student has Adam and Brown. What I want to do here, we use append, right? So let's try do one more append. what language? Okay, Anthony. I can put Anthony here.
Spelling of student.
Thank you. Student. That's a good word. Student. So we have Adam, Brown, students, right? Sometimes we want to sort. Can I do sort? Then student is Adam, Anthony, Brown.
It rearranges that using the list.
Yeah, which is good, right? And can I have, for example, student dot student. If I want to receive, for example, number 1, is it? No, I have to. I think it's this, right? Number 1. Then it returns Anthony. Why number 1 is Anthony?
Start with 0.
Start with the 0, right? If I do, for example, student dot index, what is Anthony? Returns 1, right? What is the position of Anthony? Then his position 1 means the second position.
What would happen if you had 2 Anthony's?
Right now, oh, that's a good. Let's try to. I think we didn't read the list. List may allow duplication, so we can do that. To Anthony's, we sort to Anthony's, and student dot index Anthony 1, the first one. It returns the first one. So now, how to access elements in a dictionary? How to add? If we have two student and staff has, for example, boy, girl, 2 staffs. So staff, boy and girl and student. That list, we can combine them. Staff plus student. I think simply staff and student, all, right? Do you see here? We simply use a plus sign. So plus operator is not just arithmetic, but a lot more in programming, a lot more in Python. Python can merge 2 lists together. If we have that, then all together, and then you can say dot count. Oh, it doesn't. Let's see if it works in this way. Not. Then what happens? The other way that you could do is say all equal, then all is all, right? All count. Oh, count is not. What is a count? Count value, count number. Oh, we need to put. Okay, let's go back. I think this should work. Count, and if we put here Anthony, then it'll return. Yeah, here. Number 2. When we combine two lists, staff and students, together, so that we put them in the parentheses, followed by dot, and we can ask how many occurrences of Anthony. So 2 occurrences, right? The same thing can be done because we combine two lists to another variable called all. So we should have the same answer, right? So I'm going to let you practice this for a while. And yeah, we want to count Anthony. There are 2 Anthonys. Look at here. Yeah, if we combine them together, then we have a boy, girl, Adam, Anthony, Brown. No, I said how many Anthonys? Yeah, how many Anthonys? Count function wants to take the value. There's no empty arguments for count. We tried that here multiple times, so it didn't. For example, here. What is another thing? Oh, yeah. I could do that, but if I do this, then we don't have many. I can increase. Then you don't receive many items at once. Okay. If you want, I can scroll up more. Here, somewhere. Where are you now? Let me put that. Yeah. This is where we. Any question? So what you want? Beginning of this? You didn't hear me there? I was kidding. What I did even before this, we had a lot of help. We got some help. Yeah, this is the beginning. We created the students list, initially empty, and then we use append method to take an object, in this case a string, and back into it. I think I need to. Need more clarification? Okay, now let's try to use dictionary. Dictionary, okay? So you can do my words equal dictionary. So my words currently empty dictionary. Now at this point we need to see how the dictionary functions, how many and what the functions or methods available for dictionaries. So in order to find them out, we need to use a help function here. Help and type dic. So there is a the function methods available. Dic dot clear. Then here D means there's a dictionary, right? You need to declare the dictionary first, and then clear function will clear out. So remove all items from D. You can copy the dictionary so that you will have a shallow copy of D. From keys, get, you can get, if you do get, K is in D, else D default to none. I don't know what that means. Items set like object providing a view on these items. You can get items and keys. Items, so all the items. Keys, you can receive the keys. Pop and update. You can update the dictionaries. We'll practice them. Values, and so on and so forth. Okay, so what is now? It's empty, right? If we want to add if you look at this, then there is no other way, there is no append functions available for dictionary. But instead, we could do something with the update. There's an update function here. There is no other, for example, get, copy, clear. There is no insert, right? Right. So what we need to do is my words dot update, and then say if it's number 1, then we can say 1. Oh, this is an error. What is the type of you have to do? Update detection. Need to do it like this. Dictionary form. So that my words is now the key 1, value 1, right? We could do my words dot update 2 equals and 3 equals so my word is now 1, 2, and 3. And we can do what other items available in my dictionary. Then it'll return Edmund in what format? List of tuple. Look at this, list of tuple. This is a list of tuple. Square bracket, there is a list. Parenthesis, there is a tuple. How far? What we did before we get into help, we simply create my words empty. That's it. My words equals open curly brace, close curly brace. So my words is nothing but curly braces, which is empty dictionary. And after that, we start with empty. After that, we did update. Question?
So when you did my words dot items, underneath there where it says dict items, is that showing you a tuple inside of the list?
No, actually, you can use this.
Or is that that's just strictly
Right. That's just a display here. Yeah, just a list. See here, item.
It's showing the brackets of
yeah. I know what you mean. So if we do this, for example, plus. Let me try. No, this doesn't match with that. You know. Simply it returns a list, all the items that's available in the dictionary. You can get, for example, values. If you want to have all the values, let me try this. Values, then it returns all the values. If we want to do, for example, a value for number 2, then it returns, oh, it is not? What is the values? Values, object providing views of this value. Yeah, only, yeah, there is no parentheses. If you want to get the keys, then you can get keys, then all the keys. So see here the form, return form, dig items is that, dig values, that, dig keys, that, 1, 2, 3. Dig values, there's a value for number 1, 2, 3, right? You can pop and get okay. Yeah. Another thing, because that is the dictionary, right? You want to get the value by providing the key. What is the function? Function that you need to use, the get function. Get and number 1, the numerical 1, which is a key, then it returns character 1. That's what we have here in the dictionary, right? Like finding dictionaries, or looking up the dictionaries. What are the functions that we can use? I think that's it. And then finally, if we want to clear, then words clear, then there is my words. There is no. My words is empty again. Now I want you to put in my words more meaningful. Next 5 minutes. I'm going to do that here also. You can add words more there. When you add, you have to put in the dictionary form. So there you can put, for example, mercy. Mercy has what are we going to make? If we give a college name and it returns, what do you want to return? College. If you receive a college, then city? City name, okay. So Dobbsbury. We updated that. And also we can update, for example, NYU, then NYU in New York. And CMU, Carnegie Mellon, then where is Carnegie Mellon? Pittsburgh. What other colleges? MIT, Cambridge. Should be all in string because the pit is not understood. See here, initially my words empty. I put my words dot update Mercy Dobbsbury. One item is added to the dictionary, and the next one we have 3 more items added to the dictionary. So I hit enter, and now we can see what is my words. My words is Mercy, Topsbury, MIT, NYU, CMU. So, for example, some of your program, and it asks, what is the city of CMU, for example. Then it returns Pitts. I want to see all the keys, which means in the dictionaries, how many, I want a list of the words, no definition, like this, list of the colleges. Okay. Okay, we'll have a 10-minute break. Meanwhile, you may take a look this. If you want to catch up, you can do that. Okay. So we looked at data structures, Python built-in data structures. But as I said, that is so primitive. You may, in the future, need to develop or to deal with a lot more complicated data. Therefore, structure needs to be enhanced. So there are a lot of other courses available, which you may be interested in if you are a serious developers. But cybersecurity do not need to do for. All right. So now string manipulation in Python. We started this last time, right? But didn't finish it. Two strings can be concatenated in this plus sign, plus operator. So plus operator in Python means a lot depending upon the arguments. Okay. Plus sign is an operator, usually binary operator, which needs two operands. Operands needs to be in same type. For example, 2 plus, and then second operand needs to be, because if we say number 2, then the other operand should be in the same type. Another plus sign is the list. If you have one list plus, then what follows after plus sign should be another list. So two lists can be combined. Similarly, if you have a string, one string and plus, then second operands to come should be a string, so that they can be very nicely combined. And multiplication to the string, attached to string, is nothing but repetition. I think we did that. And we can access specific characters, right? And then, well, two colons, or could have one colon, which means there are three arguments. So I is the starting position and J is the ending position, but not include it. K means as a step. So how many by how many steps? For example, number 2 instead of k, then every other characters. Number 3, then we need to jump 2 steps. So first position, and then second and third skipped, and the fourth position, things like that. -1 finally, then returns a string the reverse. Okay. Split, that's what we did the last time, right? We can split the words and uppercase, lowercase, capitalize, and count, and replace. So there's some examples. For example, I want you to look at this. If we say A is mercy, B is cyber, C is security, D is a combination of those, right? So cyber, security, if we want to make it cyber space security, then A plus. In between, we need to have a space, and plus C plus B and C, then we will have cyber security. I want you to practice that. I think you did. We did this, right? We didn't do it? Then we can practice this. What we can do is, for example, A is mercy, B is cyber, C is security, and then if we add them all, A, B, and C, then what happens? Cyber security. There's no space in between. But we can make it, right? The way that we could make is we can put the space in between. Sorry. That way we will have mercy cybersecurity. I want you to take a look this and compare with that. All right? So let's say I wanna assign this all to D. So now D is cybersecurity. We can assign D plus exclamation mark. Then D is cybersecurity and exclamation mark, which is that you can see here in the textbook. If you want to split the word by word, then you need to do D dot the function split, then mercy and that. So now we can do C, D, E. I can assign that to E. So we can access E, the second element of that list E, then there's a security. If we want to split that by question mark, I mean the exclamation mark, so that we have cyber security now. So I can assign that to F. F equals So E naught plus F. What is F? F is that. What is E naught? Oh, that. So what we could do here is, if we do then G is that. What I did, originally D is Mercy space cybersecurity exclamation. That is the D. I dismantle all and exclude the puncture, only the words finally, which is in the list G. So I have a Mercy, one word, cybersecurity, another words, and there is no punctuation mark. The beauty of Python is handling the strings, the characters. It's very, very efficient. I want you to note here, I had an error, for example, if I do this. Why? As I said, this plus sign is a binary operator which receives same kind of two operands. This is an operand F, this is another operand. E is here. E is nothing but this. We split, first split, therefore Mercy, one item, another cybersecurity exclamation mark. E sub 0 means Mercy, the first element here, right? Element only. If we apply this plus sign concatenator, element and the list, what is here, element and the list, then there is an error. But if we have inside here, that is an element. So element, I want to make it a list by enclosing with the square bracket. So automatically it can be a list. That is very nice. Which is not really formal. In theory, it doesn't make sense. But in Python, it works, which is great to us, right? So we simply use it. You know what I mean? This itself is simply an item. If we enclose that item with the square bracket, then automatically, quickly, it will be treated as a list. So list plus another list will be a completely concatenated list, which is here, very nicely, right? Sounds good? What is an application of this? If we want to deal with documents, to investigate, to search from saved files or over the internet, web pages, we'll look at how to grab web pages automatically later. May not be today, but some other times. Then you can quickly gather all the data and match with the keyword that you want to look for. Right? So handy. Okay. And capitalize and all others possible. There's an exercise. Write a Python statements to do the following. Statements, one statements, right? For example, D equals Morse cybersecurity exclamation mark. Using D to display Morse cybersecurity many times of that. How can you do this? If we have D here, there is that, right? Can you make it cybersecurity exclamation 3 times? Very simple. D times 3. Little bit issue here. There's no space between exclamation and Morse. What should we do? That is a trick here. D times D star 3 means 3 iteration of D. That is fine. But we need to have a space in between. William, do you have an answer? Stephanie. William. You close. Closer. Yeah, yeah. Plus what? Is this? No, I'm asking you. Don't say that. When you take test, hey professor, you know what I mean. That is your answer. You should be accurate. If I hit enter, you will have an error. Which one? Final? Which one? Why don't you give me an error? Yeah, try. Everybody try on your monitor, and I'm going to pick one. Right, exclamation and M. I need the space in between. Yeah.
Adjust the string first.
Whatever you would want to do. Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, whatever you want. If it works. It's not only, yeah, as William said, there are many different ways. Do you have an answer? No, let's start from D. No, exclamation and M. Look at this. If I do D star 3, then I have this. So that I need the space here, some in between. Also space here. So that I have like this. I have space, exclamation, space, mercy. Jeremy, do you have an answer? Not yet? Eric, do you have?
I would just cheat and add a space at the end of D first, or multiplying it by 3. No, I mean, I would physically change the string and then multiplication, that's cheating.
So how is string first?
So no, it would be I'd have to do 2 lines. I'd have to do
Oh,
D equals D plus equal, or I'm sorry, D equal, or D plus equals, the space, or begin quotation, space, end quotations, then D times 3.
so why not do that in one?
I don't know how to do it in one, I'm trying to look it up.
Like this, right? What about we do it like this?
You're gonna get syntax here.
Hmm?
Space and then just write down space and you want the space between each line?
No, cybersecurity exclamation space cybersecurity mercy space cybersecurity exclamation. Like here in the textbook, yeah. Okay. Eric, give me the hint so that we make this. But I think he's wondering the parentheses in data structures what? Tuple. Parentheses in arithmetic. It's a precedence. We do that first. Remember the last week we talked about priority, which one needs to be considered first for evaluation. If we put, we could do that. We can rely on the precedency of the operators and operands defined by the language, or we can specify it explicitly. If you want to specify explicitly, then we need to use a parenthesis. What does this mean? Here, look at this. Within parentheses, we do D plus space. So we want to concatenate that first. And then iteration. D is not a list, D is a string. So string and another string can be concatenated. If we want to make this in list, what should we do? Everything in list.
Put brackets around it, and then pull it to
Break it around.
bracket at the end, a bracket at the beginning, and it's set equal to, I don't know, C, G.
I think you should follow. This is a very important moment. Don't do yours. Question was, right now, Mercy cybersecurity exclamation, Mercy cybersecurity explanation, all in a string. We want to make it a list into a data structure. Python built-in data structure. How can you make it? So Eric suggested we put a square bracket. Sometimes it works, right? What happened?
I set it equal to G, and then the first item of the list is actually cybersecurity versus cybersecurity versus cybersecurity. It's not split up. That's the first one.
Only one element, right?
Yes.
So how can you make the word by word?
Split.
Oh, very good. So we need to make split. Where? Split like this? If you are not sure, then use parentheses. Yeah, parentheses is good, right? It's good to express explicitly the way that you want to prioritize.
Can the split go before the
Split is a method. Should therefore it should have an object. We need to have. Oh, this is a string. Then split. Got it? Okay, let's move. In the format D, there is a one of the string manipulation using colons. How to display small e, capital C, small s from this, from this. No, one C capital and small e and small s. Where can we get? Using this. Before we get that, right now D is multi cybersecurity, right? If we do D open bracket colon colon -1 and close bracket, then look at this. Christian, can you read that? Oh, you said what? One more time? Okay, anyway, we're going to use this similar to this. I want you to have this small e CNS. Yeah, you need to put some numbers, colon, another number. And got it. Yeah. Do it. Give me an answer. No, try on your computer and give me an answer.
wants us to display TCS. Under 1.4 string manipulation, read there's some string operators. You gotta figure out.
Anybody else? What I want you to do, because this multi cybersecurity, what I want you to do, I want you to put some number there and another number here and another number and close the square bracket. Give me 3 numbers. 2, 6. What is the number? 1. 1. 12.
No, that's 15.
I'm sorry. 12, 5. Bingo. Can you explain it, Eric, to everyone?
Inside the brackets, the I, the J, and the K, the first number is where you want it to start. So we want to start at position 1, which is actually position 2 because it starts from 0. So that's the lowercase e. And then the second number is how many of these characters are we going to keep going through this. So 12 is all is the maximum amount of characters we want to do. And then the last number is how many before it turns another one. So 1, it starts at E, then it counts 5 more, then it shows you that one, then it counts 5 more, then it shows you that one. And then since the middle number is 12, it doesn't continue anymore because it's finished its operation. Because if you were to do like 13 or if you do 15 on 15 5, it would be showing you an extra character that you don't use. I'm sorry, like 119 5 or something. So you got your character.
Yes, we just missed the space. We started the color name. We didn't do the first number, we started.
I just wanted to do at least the number.
Yeah, it's not because the number is as far as it's bigger number. 24 as 13, 14, 15, it doesn't matter. Like it matters sometimes, but
Like, all the scope is how big we're working.
yeah.
So like here's 12, which you perceive the side. And I could have done is perceive the side foot. And that's just I wanted it as small as possible. So if I was at 15, it would still be fine.
Another thing is, given D, original D, can you make mercy space cyber space security? There is no exclamation mark with using the function replace. Mercy cybersecurity exclamation mark, that is D. I want you to use replace to display mercy space cyberspace, but S should be capital and there is no exclamation. I think that is not hard. That is simple, very, very simple. If you understand the function replace, method replace. So what it should be done here, D dot replace, and within that parenthesis, what it should be. Actually, it can take 3 arguments. If you go back, there are 3 arguments. One string, comma, another string, comma, number. Number can be omitted. What do you want? He might have some clever idea. You want to put the first argument is cybersecurity, mercy cybersecurity exclamation mark. Second argument is mercy cyberspace security. That should work. But that's not what I want. Minimum as you can. What should we do? SECURI? No. I think it starts from all. SECURITY exclamation mark. And then all SECURITY. Right? There are many ways. You don't need necessarily, for example, start from all. I think you could do this way too. So by far, I think you now realize that Python has some strengths compared to other regular programming languages. Good. Okay, namespaces in Python can be found from, for example, help and then modules. Then you have a list of modules imported and installed on your Python version. They are currently available, but you can add more by downloading, or you can create on your own. You can create on your own module. Here is an example. Example. Example 1.3. Let us consider the difference in the namespaces between case A1 and C1 above, and in A1, module X can be in the namespace globals, but not x.func. In C1, the function func is in globals, but not X itself. The following screenshot illustrates this difference. To do that, I think you need to do this. I think we need. Do we have? I think did I miss something? Okay, let a function func be in the module X. We simply assume. But I think I have the example of here, func, print func. Okay, let us do this. Create a package. So package creation. In the textbook, come here. We need to first create a package and see your package. The package that you create will be a module that you can import in another program of yours, or you can post this the internet so that other people can also import the module that you create. Okay, so this is a collaboration. This is building blocks. So first we can create a package. Okay, you need to make this in a file. Okay, so let's do that. What we need to do, quit from your interactive mode, Python interactive mode, and I want you to go to your Python directory that you want to save the files. In my case, 505, SLC, and I think 15F. Yeah. So I have some files already that we did the last time. What I want to do is create Notepad and file name, let's say x.py. Okay. Cannot find the x.py file. Do we want to create a new file? Yes, of course. And then we can create this in this one. You can type it. So def print underscore func. I think this is what we did the last time, right? But in different file name. File name is x. But only one thing different is that because this is the module that you want to say to other people, so you need to describe. You have to explain it. X.py. You can say prints hello. So this is a module you can freely download, and then print hello p from Mercy, and then we can do return. What I make is this. I want to I think I need to do only this, right? Format, fonts, a little bigger. Okay, so this is my file right now. File name is x.py, and module, the function name is print func.
Is the x.py, that second line, is that a comment, or is that?
Comment, yeah.
But I thought with a comment you needed the hashtag.
But this is available for the function, the module.
So that's actually going to be displayed?
No, it's somehow, yeah, somehow, but not. That's a good question. I've never used that, but it is a function annotation. So somehow, when you search the function or modules, you can search by whatever the annotation that you describe. Yeah, right. So you save that. Save as And where is my X? Oh, not here. Why it comes from there? I need to find out. 505 so and 15x here. That's what I want to save. Save it. Make sure it is saved. Okay. So module is created, and in another program that we can include that, right? Right now, rather than make another folder, another file, we can simply do here user interactive. In the user interactive, I said the import X, not import hello M. But if you save the file as hello m.py, then you have to import that name. But I wanted to notice that I saved it as x.py. So something that we need to import here is import X. And then the way that you can use this is x dot print underscore func. And then we can send some Adam. And it returns hello Adam from Mercy. The way that we created it here. Right? So hello P is the input value and from Mercy. So module that you download and imports in your program is likely in this way that you create on your own, so that you can build based upon the work that you've done earlier. So you can build blocks continually. This is very similar to Java, right? Java you can create and then you can import. Once you have done this, then if you go to help and module, I hope we can see X in the list of modules because we created it, we imported it. What is this? Oh, I don't have X here. Oh, I have X here, very top, because there is a capital, all small, all cap appears first. What is this? Depreciation warning. Yeah, some depreciation warnings. But my X is not is brand new. Oh, okay. Let's go back to our textbook. So that is the namespace that we did here. Oh, this is good. This is very nice. I extended this a lot from this points, but this is not really what you want, but for your fun. We can practice this if we want. Do you want?
Yes.
Anybody wants some financial engineering type of work? You can do that for security in that domain. So we can quit and follow that. See here in this, you can just print it. See what happens. You can do, we can import from Yahoo _finance, import share, and then from pp print, import pp print, pprint. P means pretty print. If you do not import p print, the display is not prettier. It should be pretty. So pprint. So we can create a variable. You can use anything that you want. Which, anybody has any stock? Give me a symbol. Huh? I mean specific stock. Do you have the symbol? Google is the symbol for Google. What about Amazon? Amazon is good, right? GD. Is it the symbol that? G D, two words as a symbol, right? This is a symbol. Okay, and then G, whatever the name is, let's say H, and then GOO dot get underscore historical, and we can put timestamp. You want to gather the data from what time to what time. We can start it from, for example, 2012 1-1 January, and then current time is 2015. What is the date? 9/24. We have a share. Share is important. Capital S share. Oh, is that right? Spell correctly. All. It should be connected to the internet. Otherwise, it's not going to work. It is a current. It is a real time. Make sure that you have internet connection. I didn't do anything. Let me do this first, and then you can try at home. It should work. There's H. See, now it's connecting and collecting. Now we can do P print H, pretty print. The 2012. What is the current? Oh, this is still 2012. Do you have the number? Every single day. Do you know the current number? Current price. Let's try this. This is too big. 14. Let's say September. Oh yeah. I mean it displays, but it scrolled out. That is the reason. Oh, it's a 14. Oh, I said 14, not 15. I need to. Oops. Oh, did I say? Yeah. 15, 9. Printage. So quick. So current yesterday, the price at closing 138. It's about high 100. Oh, this is good. Didn't lose much. Yesterday, I have one stock dramatically down. What is the GD?
General Dynamics.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No, I was just going through the classes.
In another module that I recently editing for this textbook, we can put this on Excel file automatically, not manually. Run Python, grab, put it on the Excel file. And next step, I want to call R function, R, statistical analytic function, call R and manipulate it. Not manually, but few functions of Python. So it continually grab and analyze it. What is the next step? Next step is to deal. You can buy and sell automatically. If we have some decision makers implemented, if it's close high, if it's close the low, then depending upon that, you can buy and sell automatically. Okay. There's one extra. Okay, regular expression. This is very important. What is a regular expression? As we looked at earlier, we know all the format of emails, right? So that anything that you can see, for example, if I say this is my email. If I say, oh, this is my email, do you think it is email? It is not. Why? Why not? Huh? Oh, because of @ What else? Oh, it should be .com, .something, something that you know, right? Top level top domain level. So something like that, right? Other than that, we don't think it is email. Again, this is my phone number. And you can say, this is my phone number. Give me a call at any time. So you can say, this is not a phone number. Why? Right. So we all know some format, right? So we know that, oh, phone number should be in this. Even though it is an international number, then still we know, right? Emails, same thing. So can we describe some patterns? Not only that, license plate. That's some form, right? If it's a New York license plate, then usually 3 characters followed by 4 numbers. If it is regular, right? If we do not buy extra, for example, kiss me, then you have to pay more, right? How much do we pay? We have to pay, right? Yeah, more. Oh, $20 per month? Wow. What about, right, I mean, we're talking, let's talk about New York. Right. What about MD plate? Medical doctor plate, medical doctor license plate. Is it extra or MD plate also extra? I know, yeah. Yeah, veterans also. That's right. So there are many other places. Can anyone say something it might follow some pattern? What others? Social security number, that is good. That's right. Low character, right? Zip code. There are so many such things following patterns. Yeah, IP address. Names of human and names of doggies. It's a mixture. Some dogs has a human name. Right? Course, yeah, course. Uh, uh, the code, right? So college course has follows some code patterns. It has some characters followed by some number, right? Right. So uh, in computer science, in computer science, uh, we start to thinking of the expression such a regular patterns, and then we uh, formalize the regular expression, and then we develop some symbols for regular expression. If there is a dot, if we say dot, then there is any single character. Square bracket, there is a single character that is contained within the bracket. A single character that is contained within the bracket. Okay, so for example, I want to search any character A, B, C, D, A or B or C or D. How can you express it in language? It's tricky, right? But in this regular expression, you simply say A, B, I think A, B, C, D. In the regular expression, if you spell A, B, C, D, then any character that is contained in any character that is contained in the bracket. If you have a caret, then any character that is not available in the list of that is not really a list. This is not the list. Okay. This is used in the regular expression. Caret, starting position, dollar sign, ending position, and there is a parenthesis, the sub expression, backslash n, there's nth marked sub expression, and star plus question, a very common not only here in Python but in many languages. If you have a star, then these are all specifying about the occurrences. Star means it occurs 0 or more times, plus sign, then it occurs 1 or more times, question mark, 0 or 1 times. When you describe, for example, email and any characters, any number, but not numbers usually not. I'm not sure. Emails can start with number. Why not? Yeah. And then, but it should not. The email no, ID. Email login name itself should not have some special characters, right? It should not have dot. Oh, it should. Dot is you should not have at sign, for example, right? If you have your name, for example, J at Yun at Mercedes, you should have 2 at signs, so it is illegal, right? So login name itself should not have at sign. And any other characters that we cannot have? Cannot have money dollar sign. Of course, 99%. Yeah, some other characters not allowed, right? So in that case, you need to say. Other than that, it can repeat as many times as it can, right? Any combinations. Some choices. For example, top domain level, either .com, .org, .edu, dot something, but that is limited, right? It's not anything. For example, .abc. There's no domain name, top domain name ABC, right? Only limited. .mil, .net, right? And the countries, right? .cl for what? CA Canada, .gov. Yeah. So it is very limited. And then there is also preceding elements at least m, but not more than n times. If you really need to specify in this way, some of the specific minimum and maximum number of occurrences. So example, if you say capital J and dot and Y, what does that mean in regular expression? If you want to search with this regular expression, capital J dot small j, then small y, it match J, joy, J, whatever the word is start with a capital J, ending with a small y, in between only one character. Anything like any pattern like that will be matched by this regular expression. Similarly, but if you want to narrow down a little bit, I want to have similar to J and Y, but only one of these two character. Then it can match YJ, J, by taking this, and O, no, joy, no J. If we want to, for example, if I want to make similar to this, question mark. What happens? Like that, right? This y should occur 0 or 1 time. So in this case, there are only how many cases? We can have J or O, A or O. So 2 times J, it occurs J, but 0 times of Y, so that the only. I want to replace this. Makes more sense, right? JA, JAY, JA with no Y because we have a question mark, and JAY because of a question mark, it can occur 1 time. And same thing with the Joel. Another, if we have carrots, then all but starting with the J, ending with the Y. Let's see. I'll delete this. What did it say? Match all strings starting with the J, and ending with the Y, and then carrots. What carrots? Starting position. Starting with the J, ending with the Y, except J. Right. Carrot, I think something wrong here. Is that starting position? No. Carrot means that is exclusion. I'll fix this. Okay. If we have a carrot, then anything starting with the capital J, ending with the Y, but in between A. So except J, anything possible. For example, joy, capital A, also okay because it is not small a. In this case, matches J, joy, but only at the end of the string or the line. If we say this, then it should appear only at the end of the line. This guy, joy, should appear at the end of the line. If you want to match square bracket itself, then you need to have escape symbol, backslash. Therefore, it'll match. Okay, so yeah, this is end of the chapter 1. Then we'll go for chapter 2. This regular expression will be used for search. Later, we will do search with the regular expression. You can search with a specific keywords. For example, I want to search bomb, specifically, explicitly, one word. Then you can search it. But at some other times, which is more efficient, if we want to describe a regular expression. So not just the BOMB, but I want to search anything like email address, any email address, any IP address, any New York State license plate, anything, right?
Anything that you can express regularly, then you can express it in regular expression and use that regular expression for search. Okay, that we will do when it comes to search. Okay, and now let's move to chapter 2. Chapter 2, that's conditional expression. So last time we looked at to understand the conditional expression, you first need to understand the condition. How can we express condition? Condition expression is very useful in many cases if you want to make a decision. What time is it? Let me read the introduction and prepare for you that into conditions. So, give me any condition that you are thinking of. If chapter number is 2, if chapter number is 2, if chapter numbers provided already is not true, then we will do something else, right? We don't do any decision yet, right? So condition can be this way. If chapter number already provided equals 2. Not yet. Condition is alright.
If the checking account goes negative,
Checking accounts will be
the charges will be different.
that is all condition statements. Condition itself, checking accounts, balance of checking accounts, that's what you do some actions, will follow, right? There's another comment of sentence. What we've done so far, what we are saying is we have some variable, some operator, and some value. For example, school, and an operator, and value. School equal mercy means equal, double equal sign means the equality, right? Single equal sign is an assignment. Is an assignment. We assigned so many, right? So far. For example, this is an assignment. We made an assignment, equal sign. This variable is not necessarily a single atomic variable, but it can be more than that. As far as it holds some value, so that that value can be compared with the second value here. Socket, for example, looks like that is a module, right? Dot, and we have a function. Get host name equal something, right? For example, we can try this very quickly, right? I think socket needs to be imported, but if we do simply get host name, this function, that socket is not understood. So what should we do? We need to import socket module. Import socket. Socket is given. It's a built-in module. You don't have to worry about it. And then type it. Socket host name. Get host name. What is a host name?
MC12571. What is yours, Eric?
_mode.
That is the name that you defined, right? When you first installed. What others? For example, Anthony. That's what you defined, right? Get host name is the function. So you can describe the function, for example, using this within. You don't have to do this, and then you can say equal MC123. See if it is true or false. It says false, right? But if you do MC12571 as it appears, then it says true. So what is the function? What is a condition? Condition is in mathematics is nothing but predicate, right? Predicate. You learned some predicates in high school or somewhere, right? Predicate. What is the predicate? Predicate returns true or false. So predicate is a statement that can be evaluated either true or false. If any statements that cannot be evaluated, then it is not a predicate. So it cannot be as a condition. Condition, if it is evaluated successfully, condition should return true or false. Only binary values should be returned from conditional expression. Okay? And another case, we can also combine two conditions together using some connector. For example, SSH equal mercy and host equals socket dot get host name open and close parentheses, then two conditions needs to be evaluated. The first condition, school equals mercy. SCH, this is a variable, so you need to make sure that what is SH? SCH. For example, if I say SCH equals mercy, okay? And then if I say SCH equal mercy and socket dot get host name equal MC12571 close. What is the expression right now? There's a combination, right? So two conditions connected by AND. We call that conjunction, right? The two kind of connectors, conjunction and disjunction. Conjunctive connector. So AND operator is used. What is the answer here? Can anyone say? Looking at all the values that I had so far. Edmund?
Mercy and MC, it's going to be mercy.
No, my question is, yeah, is it true or false? This is true. Why it is true? For example, Eric.
Because SCH is equal to mercy.
Because this already said mercy, so that we compare mercy equals mercy, therefore true. And this we already looked at here. It returns true. So the first condition is true, and the second condition is true. Then what? It is true. right? For the same thing, if I say or here, then what? And then if I say
Response. Oh, it's true. It's true. It's true because we got the.
because we have an or operator, we don't have to, or operator. As soon as we know one item is true, then we stop evaluation. We don't need to see the rest. It is true. Why? Or means any of them is true. Any one of that connection is true, then it's true. Doesn't matter if there are a lot of false. As far as there is a one condition is true, then entire will be true. It is something like there's some competition. Okay, so each school can send more than one team. So they gathered at one place and then competes. And then finally, there's some ranks. For example, rank 1, Mercy. Rank 2, MIT. Rank 1, Mercy. Usually, Mercy technology is not better than MIT. But as far as there is a one brilliant students who marked only one. As far as there is a one good, doesn't matter all the rest, doesn't matter all the in this case, or doesn't matter all the rest. But as far as there is a one, the best, then the rank will be rank top, Mercy, second, MIT. True? There's a case of or operator. All right? Oh, this is simple, right? And with that, some expression, some examples, and then we can express some if then else statements. Where is it? Did I miss here? But I already said here, if Q equals Mercy, then print that, else something else. So we have some expression, if condition colon action. We did only hear the connection of conditions, but didn't do yet if-then statements, if-else statements. I think I need to update that here, somewhere here. So line number, the above expression defines two values from the user and source. Expression, a function. Line 6, 7 shows a conditional statement. Oh, here. If, I need to say here, if Q is that, and then print by Q, and otherwise print Q. Starting with that. Okay. So I think I need to say something here. What the format of such conditional expression is now you should have if and then condition, and then you have to do colon and then some indentation and do some action, and else if another additional condition. Then rather than else if, in Python it has elif. So another condition and colon and action 2, and then finally else. Then that'll be the action 3. Okay, so all such things will be discussed next week. All right, any questions before we leave? Any question?